Hi guys. So today we're gonna be yassifying the GLOBGLOGABGALAB. I just found out about him and my friend showed me it, and I was very much like, I laughed so hard. So we're starting with a brown color crop top. Well, not crop top, like a long kind of top for the GLOBGLOGABGALAB. Because I feel like he's giving kind of storyteller vibes. He is a storyteller because he absorbs books and all the knowledge because he's the yeast of thoughts and mind. So I decided to implement that into his shirt. I drew, it's going a little bit too fast for me to describe like at the moment, so excuse that, but I'm adding shadows to it as well. I decided to go for like a more like kind of Valentine, like kind of heart shape top because I want it to be like more like kind of cutesy and so I decided to do that for the shadow. I put some around the middle, the sides to make it a lot more kind of accentuated. The boobs to be accentuated, to be exact. Definitely though, it's looking really good so far. It's giving leotard vibes to me, which I don't like, but otherwise it's cute. So now we're gonna go for the makeup. So I'm trying to make sure like the canvas is just the face, not the body or anything. So I'm kind of erasing around. I forgot to turn on the focus, like the do not disturb, so it gave me a streaming notification that Carmen King was live. I'm a huge fan of hers, as you can tell. But we're erasing around there, trying to get the whole face covered. Yeah, so we're blending out. The ear kind of got erased, so I'm bringing the ear back. I'm erasing around, and the GLOBGLOGABGALAB has like a lot of potential. I feel like we're not realizing the potential that the GLOBGLOGABGALAB has on us. A little bit funky looking, but otherwise we can definitely some good potential. So I was making the foundation now, and what I do is I erase the shadows on his face, and I blend it out. You'll see. So I erased like all the dark parts like that are not his main common color. Then I blur it, I blur it to make sure it like matches perfectly. Then I erase the excess that it leaves around. And after that I blur it as well, like there. And then I stretch it out. And then I clipping masked it, and then I decided to erase some of the parts that were unnecessarily covered, like the eyes, the mouth. We do not want to cover that part. It's definitely evening out his multicolored skin tone. I was trying out some different color contrast, color kinds of types on Procreate to mess around with. Didn't really work out. But I was watching YouTube while this was happening, so there's kind of like short pauses that would happen where me like finding a different video to watch. But I'm starting with a blush, so I was trying to go for like a peachy kind of color rather than like a dark mauve or like a dark magenta color. So I chose a little peachy color. I put some on his nose, on his cheeks, and then I made sure to make them really rosy and like soft. On his little Squidward nose. I put some on his chin as well to make it like all come together. This is like a really mouthful to say because it's so fast. I'm way too lazy to like edit parts out and stuff. I already tried that, did not work out. So now we're doing the nose contour, which I'm pretty sure I ended up erasing at the end. I'm not sure. I don't really remember. But I know I did something where I erased some part of it. I put some nose contour, and from previous experience I realized on his face the cheek contour didn't work out, so that's why I didn't use cheek contour, but I did add nose contour because it looked good. Now I'm adding some eyeshadow, but then I realized no, I'm gonna make eyes, not the eyeshadow. So I remake his eyes by adding the same color of his like white eye part. It's like a light green color. And then I erase around. And then I ended up blending around so I'm like I can make sure it was all covered. And excuse my scratchy, hoarse voice. I caught a cold. I know 2 people that could have gave me the cold, so I'm not sure. I decided to add some shadow. Before I didn't add shadow, which really messed it up, but I add shadow to kind of match like the 3D rendered kind of look. I darkened them to make them look more realistic, less kind of crazy. I added little pupils. And it ended up, it didn't really look too bad. I added some little stars there, like in his eyes, but it didn't really look good. So I ended up adding them later. I decided to kind of shadow around the eyes as well again, just to match that look again. And it ended up looking really good, actually. I'm really surprised with myself. So now I, around the eyes, want to make it more even, because nobody's eye whites are blended. Like, nobody has extra eye white unless they're like doing it on purpose for like a bigger eye look. But you don't blend that. You always just keep it on the waterline. So I decided to cover it up with some concealer, but not concealer. Oh my god, this is not a makeup tutorial video. Some of the same skin color, like of around his eyes. I ended up choosing the right color for his left eye. The left eye was like a little bit too dark in my opinion, so I erased around that, and then I just chose it right there. It is a little bit more like noticeable than I wanted it to, but I can't be perfect. This is the part when I add the eyeshadow, and I decided to use a similar color to his top, which was like a kind of dark red kind of look. I initially wanted it to be brown, but I made it too red. So I decided to put some on his eyes, and I blurred it out, and I erased under. And it looked really good, actually. I'm pretty surprised. It looked really good. It looked good. Ooh, I'm starting to get tired from talking so much. Oh my god. So, I added a little white, which I do like the add part. If you put add, like instead of normal, like the A instead of the N on anything, it'll make it like a kind of shine. So I did that for that, and it looked really cute. It was like matte. It wasn't matte, but it was like sheer matte kind of look. It was definitely not shiny. I added some eyeliner. It was brown instead of black, because I felt like that was gonna be too severe. Not too severe, too, you know what I mean. You guys know what I mean, okay? Y'all know what I mean. But I kind of tried to erase some of the excess so it didn't look too crazy. I added some little lashes, like the manga lashes kind of look. And it ended up looking actually really good. Yeah. I blended out the sides to make them look more, less like emo eyeliner kind of looked. I tried to make it more subtle, kind of average eyeliner kind of person. And it definitely, evened it out more. I kind of made the lashes more skinny because they were really, really big and they did not look realistic. I added some nose highlight, and I wasn't really sure what would work for his nose. I mean, he's not an average middle-aged man. He's a GLOBGLOGABGALAB, so it's really hard to work with a Squidward nose, guys. You guys gotta give it to me, okay? I tried to make it look like that, and it looked okay, but it was a little bit too much. In my opinion, I ended up removing the nose contour that I did previously. I added some highlight to his chin, and then I added some highlight to his eyes, like his actual eyes, and it looks good. This is the part where I do the lips, so I decided to go with the regular like ombre lip look, because previously I tried to make it more like big lip kind of overlining, but it did not work out. So instead I just chose to go with the ombre lip look, and it ended up looking really good. It looks good. I mean, You can't like dispute that. It looked cute. Definitely like kind of accentuated his natural lips. Just kidding. Ombre lips like always minimize your natural lips, but it looked good on this guy. It looks good. It looked good on him. So I add some gloss, and then I blended out that, and then what did I do now? Oh yeah, so now I was trying to choose his eyebrows and his hair, and I was going for more of a strawberry blonde look, but it ended up being more orange than strawberry blonde. But it was cute. Definitely cute. It was not something ugly. And that was more brown than orange, but it was like a kind of in between. Whatever you call it. Whatever you guys want to call it. Strawberry brown. Whatever you guys want to call it. So I duplicated it, added some shine, added some more detail into it, and then I started doing the hair. So I was going to do long hair, but previously I realized no, long hair was not going to work for this guy, so we just gave him the cute little shaved look, of course, and it definitely worked for him. It was basically his natural hair, except for just it grew out a little bit. It grew out over time. And it's absolutely adorable. I love it. So we decided to add little sideburns there, and I was gonna add like little like baby hairs, but I realized no, he's gonna be more of a simple kid because he was already simple in the first place. So I was kind of evening it out so it wasn't like too, crazy. Looking back at it, I feel like I should have evened out the bald head more because it looks kind of funky, like with like the shaved head on top of the bald head. It's like wrinkly, weird looking. But I ended up adding some earrings, some brown little pearl earrings. I added some shading as well, just to kind of keep that kind of look. I duplicated it and I added it to that, and it did look a little bit unnatural, but still, I'm not perfect, guys. I'm not perfect. So, oh my god, what am I doing now? Oh, I'm adding highlight to his cheeks, but did I even keep it? No, I deleted it. I added some inner corner highlight because we need that. We need that, guys. We need inner corner highlight. And it ended up looking kind of funky, but whatever. This is the part. Where's the part where I add nails? No, this is a part where I add like a necklace. And y'all, that's not gonna work. It's obviously not looking good. I try to experiment with different kind of shades to make it look good, but no, you can see here it doesn't really look that good. It looks really unnatural. I am the GLOBGLOGABGALAB, the shabba. I'm full of the book kind. I am the east of thoughts in mind. Not right here, he's not, with that ugly looking necklace. So I'm still trying. Yeah, now I got some sense kicked into me, and now I realize no, it's ugly. So now we're gonna give him nails, and I didn't realize anything. I thought that the French nail look would look good. The nails in general didn't really look good on him because it was really difficult to like make like realistic looking nails for me, so it looked kind of funky. But I add like the French little tip, and it looked cute. It did. Oh my god, Shrek.